good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say,
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday night.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4 quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Once more, Gibson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 3. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Again, Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
What a spin. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCarthy. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And he's caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw there. It is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're like...
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak. Trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Toward the pylon, caught! Touchdown, Patriots! Juju Smith-Schuster from 6 yards away. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. That is caught by Thielen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Back to throw. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing on first down. McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Marcus Jones, a return man. Now Jones. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This time they stay on the ground. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Vikings use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Good move at the 30, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Looking to throw. McCarthy, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So there he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Completes it to Douglas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they work this out past the 25. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He'll buy some time right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to...
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Bullard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. Running right through him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
He broke that line of scrimmage. that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.